Welcome back to We Talk Cricket. Australia claim another series win to just end their summer of cricket with a bang and just put New Zealand in their place. Thought we would have seen a lot more fight come out of this final test from New Zealand, but wasn't that case. So without further ado, let's jump into it. We had New Zealand batting first, making 162 all out. Definitely not what you want a first innings total to be. It took us back to the first test where we were bowled out for 100 odd. Not really sure what's going on here, but I'll definitely say something. With no batter passing 40, New Zealand have got to figure out what they are going to do if they bat first in test matches. Seriously, especially against tougher opponents like Australia, you got to figure out what you're going to do because you're crumbling bad and that's not where you or what you need to be doing. We had Tom Layton top scoring with 38 and receiving support down the order from Matt Henry, who made 29. Besides, like I said, no other New Zealand batter passed 40. Bowling for Australia, we had Josh Hazelwood picking up a 5 for 31 as he ripped to shred the New Zealand batting lineup, and receiving some good support from Mitchell Starc, who picked up 3 for 39 as Australia just cruised home. Now, Australia comes out to bat and made 256 all out in their first innings, establishing a lead of well over 50 runs for New Zealand, for themselves, so New Zealand could just chase down, alright? With Marsh making 90, just fell 10 short of that century. He was trying to get it, trying his hardest to get it quickly, but didn't work out for him, but receiving some good support from Mitchell Starc low down the order, who made 28. Bowling for New Zealand, we had a spectacular bowling spell from Matt Henry, who picked up 7 for 67. What an amazing bowling performance from his third 7-wicket haul. Second on his home ground, okay? Second on his own ground. So what an inspired performance from him and for the New Zealand team. Now let's talk some pros and cons for this first innings for both teams. Big con for New Zealand, at least batting wise. They are not capitalizing on batting first. Whether they choose to bat first or they get put in, they are not capitalizing. They're not staying in. They're just getting wobbled out. As we saw in the first test, they are not taking advantage of the conditions, which there's home conditions. Take advantage of home conditions, alright? They're not doing that. They're letting the tourists take control. Never going to work out for you if you do it that way. Big pros for them, though, is bowling-wise. They have been able to at least when it comes to restricting Australian firsts, peg Australia back every time, which is awesome to see. That is when they actually use the conditions. That is when they say, hey, we got a low total on the board, let's go out there and restrict. I'm like, alright, that's good, but you still got to work on the batting. Pros for Australia, honestly, it's been some good pros. They have been able to recover from falters in their top order. Their middle order have been superb in these 2 match test series so far. Just guiding them, and their lower order have batted and produced much needed runs. Something the New Zealand team did not do, might I add it now, okay? In the nicest regards, the nicest way. Bowling wise, they've been on top of it. They've utilized the conditions well. Not much more we can say about that, especially for the first innings for these two teams. Now, New Zealand comes out to bat in their second innings, posts a way better total, posting 372 all out. Would have liked to see them get over to that 400 run mark, because it would have been a real hike. It would have been 300 plus runs Australia had to chase, but just couldn't do it. We did have Ratchet Ravinja making 82 and receiving some good support from Tom Layton, top of the order with 73. Other than that, no other bright sparks. We had some good stars, but nobody else really carried on as Australia were able to bowl New Zealand out. And with seriously like 2 more days to play, setting a total of 281 was not going to be that hard unless you had some miracles happening, man, right? On some unpredictableness here. We did have Pat Cummins picking up 4 for 62, leading the bowling charge for Australia, and receiving some good support from Nathan Lyon, who picked up 3 for 49, as Australia were able to set themselves a total of 281 for victory. Now they were in some early water, closing out the day 3 on 70-something off for 4, but as always with cricket and its unpredictableness, people step up when you need them. I know this thing you probably haven't heard in a long time, but Australia 281 for 7 with Alex Carey. Yeah, I know, Alex Carey making 98 not out. 98 not out, 2 short of a century, but I know his main goal was to get Australia across that finish line, preserve the wickets, and take as much strike as he possibly could. We haven't seen Carey shine in a lot of things lately, but he definitely stepped up here to shine for Australia. He received some solid support up the order from Mitchell Marsh, who made 80 as they were involved in a really good partnership that helped push Australia towards that total. So, really well done to Australia. Really good way to close off the summer for them. Just, New Zealand, some things to work on. Bowling for New Zealand, might I add. Ben Simmons was able to pick up 4 for 90, and at one point picking up back-to-back wickets and bringing New Zealand back into this contest. Nothing else really happened from there, okay? He got some good support from Matt Henry, who picked up 2 for 94, finishing off the match with a 9-wicket haul. But other than that, seriously, Australia walked away with the honours. They were able to really dig in there. Their middle order stood up as it's continued to do, and their low order came in with much needed runs. And when you got a low order who can bat as well as bowl, you know you're in good standing right there. It's no wonder they won the World Test Championship last year. They're the team to beat going forward. So, lots to expect, lots to happen. But overall, a very good series between the two sides. Now, let us know in the comments below, what do you think should have happened? Should New Zealand have deployed something differently to stop Australia? And what do you think about Australia's summer of cricket? Was it good? Was it bad? Let us know in the comments below, because you know we always answer. And we're always going to talk about it. Where else, everyone? But right here on We Talk Cricket, where you always get a fan's perspective of this beautiful game. And I'll catch you next time so we can talk some more. Later.